In this Resident Evil Village video, I'm going to show you where to find all 10 outhouses in the game to unlock yourself the When You Got To Go achievement, and this is one of the collectibles that you need to find throughout your game. In order to pop the achievement, you do need to get all 10 outhouses in one single playthrough, but as you go through the game, obviously you'll be able to go and stop off, open the outhouses, and have a look in there. I'm going to try and keep this video as spoiler free as possible, but bear in mind as we're going through the story, obviously there may be spoilers ahead, so I do apologise. But let's get straight into it with the first outhouse. Outhouse number 1 is located right at the very start of the game after you have that crash and you're walking through this nighttime forest. As soon as you slide down into the main part of the village, you'll be greeted with a dead horse, and once you see that dead horse you'll see a white door just behind it. You're going to want to go through that white door and into the building, and once you go in this white door, take a right and go to the other end and go out the other white door. As soon as you're outside, you'll see a small well. To the right of that well, right in the corner by a tree, is our first outhouse. Right at the start of the game, nice and easy, just open it up and there you go, that's our first outhouse out of 10. Nice and easy start, right? Outhouse number 2 is located right before you enter Louisa's house. You kill 3 lichens in a small field and then you go into a small shack. Inside that shack are 2 NPCs, Elena and her father. Once you speak to them, you are required to go into Louisa's house and open the front gates. Simply jump out the back window of that shack and then jump into the broken wall of Louisa's house. As soon as you jump over the wall, the outhouse is just to the right hand side with a white door on it. Open that up and be sure to loot it because sometimes outhouses can spawn with supplies for you to carry as well. There's no outhouses for a while, so the next outhouse is as soon as you leave the Castle Dimitrescu. You're going to want to go down the steps and you'll see a small house to the right hand side. You're going to want to go in this small house with the boat outside of it, which is literally right outside the front door when you leave Castle Dimitrescu. Go inside there and you'll see a broken window. Jump out that broken window and to the left hand side is another outhouse with a blue door. Open that up, loot what's inside, and let's move on. After that, you're going to enter the village for the second time, and once you get into the main square with a statue in it, you'll see that to the right side of the well, a new pathway has opened up. There's a house with a broken roof on it, and then outside the front you'll see a red pan hanging on a sort of branch. You're going to want to go inside of this house, up the stairs, through the red door, and make your way through the house itself to the other side. You'll have to unlock the back door, and then in the back garden is another outhouse with a blue door on it. Open that up, and that is your 4th outhouse, so we're getting there pretty quickly. Outhouse number 5 is literally pretty much right next door to outhouse number 4. You're going to want to take a right from outhouse number 4, and then you can go down into a small barn area. Once you go into this barn area, you're going to want to move a bookcase out of the way, and then that'll open up a path for you. And then to your right hand side you'll see a lichen that is protecting outhouse number 5. Kill that lichen and open up outhouse number 5, and there you go, there's a nice dead guy in there for you. Outhouse number 6 is really close to outhouse number 5 as well. What you're going to need to do is get the jack handle for the tractor, and once you crawl through the tractor you're going to want to follow the path towards the house with the red chimney. So you're going to want to take a right and you'll see a bunch of hanging goat's heads. You were here at the start of the game, however you did take a different pathway. So you're going to want to go underneath the goat's heads, then take a left and then go down this long pathway. You'll see a bunch of pots and pans hanging on a fence, and that just behind that fence with all the pots and pans on it is actually the iron insignia gate and our next outhouse. Again, it's got a blue door. Open that up, loot what's inside, and let's move on. We're nearly done, boys, we're nearly done. Directly from outhouse number 6 you can get to outhouse number 7. Simply take a right, you'll see a blue gate with some writing on it that says locked due to missing homeowner. Break the lock on this, and then to the right inside of this little area is our next outhouse, just sitting in the corner by the blue wall. Once again, open it up and there you go, outhouse number 7 done and dusted. Once again, outhouse number 8 is right next to outhouse number 7 and 6. What you need to do is go into the area with the red chimney, so you're going to need to use the iron insignia key on the gate, and then once you've done that, you're going to want to open the gate up and climb up the yellow ladder. Once you're climbing the yellow ladder, you will see the roof with the red chimney. And then just behind that area actually, you need to go behind the house, and then you will see another outhouse in the back garden of this area. You need to come here for the story, and most of these are on your story path, so that's not a problem. Open up the white door to the outhouse, loot what's inside, and then you can go ahead and move on. A little while later, you will go into Donna Benevito's house, take care of her, and then after you come out, you'll be following a path. You'll be asked to go around a small house with a tree and a bunch of different archways. You're going to want to basically do a C shape and get back on the main path. Obviously there was a tree blocking your way. You'll see an iron gate to the left hand side. Simply go up the steps to the small house, and then in the back garden of this small house is outhouse number 9. It's got a blue door on it, and you'll see if you open this up, a photo with a strange bird in it. This photo actually shows you the location of a blue bird within the village. If you shoot and kill that blue bird, then you will get yourself some good meat, and then you can use that in one of your crafting recipes. But nevertheless, that is outhouse number 9, and we can move on to our final outhouse. Later on in the story, you'll meet a fish thing called Moreau, and you'll do a bunch of different shit, and eventually you'll need to restore power to the gatehouse. And right behind the gatehouse is our final outhouse. So what you're going to want to do is head in the front door of the gatehouse, and then you'll see the power station right there. Basically you're going to want to do a C shape and go through the back door, not in the door where Duke's sitting, but the next door along. And then you can go through the back door, take a right, and you'll see our final outhouse sitting in the back garden of the gatehouse. Open that up, and there you go. The achievement "When You Gotta Go" has popped, and you have completed all of the things that you need to do. You can take a shit in multiple locations now, and everything will be fine and dandy. Guys, if you did enjoy this video, likes always appreciated. Remember, you do need to do all of these outhouses in one playthrough. Don't spare it over multiple, otherwise you'll never get this achievement. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, likes always appreciated. Subscribe for future content. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Goodbye.